So Washington voters know the difference between rhetoric and reality, and the reality is Patty Murray's going to keep working for us in the United States. Your senator, my friend, a champion of workers, a champion of everyone, Patty Murray.
Be careful there.
Oh my God, thank you. You guys, we did it. We did it. Oh my God, it's so wonderful to see all of you. Thank you all so much for being here. Look, we still have some results coming in from around the country, but I gotta say, Washington State, thank you. To everyone who's here tonight and to those who are not, all of you who knocked on doors and made phone calls, all of you who donated and texted and did everything you could, or just watched, no matter what you did, you threw yourself into this fight to keep our democracy a democracy. You all sent a message using your voice and your votes to determine the direction of this country, and I am so proud and I'm so grateful to every single one of you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for sending me back to be your voice again in the United States Senate. I'm so proud. I am so proud to work for all of you. Thank you. You know, I just have to say the last year and a half of campaigning has taken me to every single part of the state, and at every single campaign stop, I'd meet someone who would come up to me and maybe can I just have a minute of time? And I heard so many stories across the state, stories that gave me such hope and are so inspiring to me and give me so much optimism for our future. There was a dad in Everett who told me that his son, because of the PACT Act that makes sure that if you are exposed to toxics overseas and you're a veteran, you'll get taken care of when you're home, said he was in tears because his son was now taken care of. I saw an old friend, Deborah Parker, from the Tulalip tribes. She and I worked forever to rewrite the Violence Against Women Act and make sure it protected women on tribal lands. And she gave me these beautiful earrings to remind me we get things done. I actually ran into my kids' middle school teacher when I was campaigning out in Mason County. And I met someone who was in my preschool class many years ago when I taught preschool, who now, of course, has kids this age, but that's great. All of you kept me going. All of you kept me going through those 80-degree days, through those smoke-filled skies, through the rain, the snow, everything we've seen. Thank you so much. It was your work that got this done. You know, and as I told you as I campaigned, the stakes of this election are so high. And voters in Washington showed up. Thank you. You all showed up to make sure Washington State had a voice in the Senate that would fight to codify Roe into law and make sure every woman in this country has that right. You showed up to make sure we would protect this democracy for future generations and fight so that every American's voice would be heard in the elections. You showed up to do that. You all showed up so that we could keep building an economy that works for families like every one of yours, not giant corporations and billionaires. You know, I've always said elections need to be about a candidate's ideas and their values and their accomplishments. Do you all think that we should finally let Medicare negotiate lower drug costs? Do you believe that climate change is real and it's time to take action? Do you believe that everyone should be able to count on Social Security? Well, you showed up for that. And let me just say, do you think Mitch McConnell should be the leader of the U.S. Senate? We are going to make sure he is not. You know, the choice really couldn't have been more clear in this election. And Washington, I think you made the right choice. Thank you. I know most of you know my story by now, that I got involved in politics because a legislator in Olympia told me that you're just a mom in tennis shoes and you can't make a difference. I would like you to look at my family behind me. We make a difference, right? And you all made a difference. You made yourselves heard with your voices and your vote, and we won. And I am ready to go back to the Senate to keep on fighting for our families, the ones like yours and mine. And I want to just say to all of you who don't know, I grew up in a family of 9. This is only about a third of them behind me. To the rest of you that are out there, thank you for being in my heart and being a part of this. And to all of my family behind me, I couldn't be where I am without you. It takes a village, and I got one. Thank you. So I want you to know you can keep on counting on me to do everything I can to keep lowering the cost of prescription drugs and health care and tackle the affordable housing crisis. And by the way, as I was on my way down here, President Biden called me to congratulate me, which I appreciated. But I said, thank you, Joe, and by the way, we now need to get childcare done. Thank you. Thank you. You know, we have a lot of work to do. We need to get our children's learning back on track. We need to invest in mental health care. We need to tackle the substance use crisis. But you all gave me the ability now to go back and take your voices and be your vote and your champion in the United States Senate to get that done. And I want you to know, I so appreciate it. I so appreciate all of you in Washington State for giving me the honor of being your voice and your vote and fighting for you every single day. To my staff, and there are many out here today, you worked your hearts out. You worked your hearts out. To all of you who went out and voted or made calls or did just were there, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And again, to my family, I couldn't be there without all of you. So thank you so much for being here tonight. And I especially want to thank my husband, Rob. Many of you may know that we did an awful lot of GOT events in every corner of the state. Rob was there for every single one of them. So we got our work to do. We need to protect reproductive rights. We need to protect this democracy. We need to take this night and go to work and keep on working for all of you. That's my pledge to all of you. And again, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this honor. Thank you. Okay, let's keep winning across the country so we can have 52 Democratic senators. That's my goal.